Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Nonstop Talking with your girl here, Vivian Liu. Today I am coming at you with my April 2020 watching wrap up. This month, 2 of the shows that I was watching on like a weekly basis ended, and I feel like that would mean I would need to be starting new shows. However, this month and last month I started a lot of things that I just was not in the mood to finish, so I feel like next month my goal should be to complete all the stuff that I started recently. I think I'm just in one of those moods where like quarantine has kind of got me feeling like, oh, I don't want to, like, I'm not interested in this, I don't like that, you know. But I feel like next month gonna be able to complete a lot of the stuff that I started. I need to stop talking about next month, May, and focus on April. In April, I actually watched things that I felt like I rated pretty well. So overall, it wasn't a bad watching month, which is pretty good. And yeah, let's start discussing. Number 1 is Aguretsuko Season 1. This Japanese anime musical comedy is about a Sanrio character. It was originally released in 2016 and then it came out on Netflix in 2018. It's about a 25-year-old red panda who doesn't like her job at an accounting firm or an accounting department, and she also doesn't like her single status, and she releases all her pent up frustration at karaoke by singing death metal. Actually, I started watching this when it first showed up on Netflix, and yeah, so I started this a while ago, and at first I really liked the premise. I thought the concept was very unique and I related a lot, maybe too much, to the main character, and then somehow it just kind of lost me and I just forgot about it. But I checked Netflix recently and I only had a few episodes left, so I was like, okay, let's power through this. All in all, Aguretsuko has like its good moments, has its enjoyable episodes, but yeah, I felt like I lost the connection to it, and I feel like this is just totally a me thing because I know a lot of my friends really enjoy this anime. So yeah, if you want to check it out, you definitely should, but I gave it only a 3 out of 5. Number 2 is Fringe Season 1. This is a 2008 sci-fi show created by J.J. Abrams. It's about an FBI agent, Olivia, who gets, I guess, transferred to the Fringe Department. The Fringe Department solves very unusual crime, and in her team there's this once institutionalized scientist, Dr. Walter Bishop, and his high IQ son, Peter. I saw an episode trailer of Fringe on Instagram and it really piqued my interest. I checked and it's on Amazon, and I started watching it and was immediately hooked. It's just such a fun sci-fi adventure. It's wacky, it's weird, it's out there. There's a little bit torture and gore, but it's just, I don't know, I just thought it was so captivating and so entertaining, and I would highly recommend it. I love the crime fighting and crime solving aspects along with the emotional development of the main characters. Overall, it was just great, and if you enjoy sci-fi, give the show a try if you haven't already. I gave the first season a 4 out of 5. Number 3 is Fringe Season 2. Right after completing Fringe Season 1, I immediately jumped onto Fringe Season 2. It's great. I don't think that it's as amazing as the first season, but it's still really solid and really entertaining. I think that now, because we've grown attached to like the main crew in this, the emotional side is really pouring through, and I enjoyed those moments of like watching their bond and relationship develop, grow, and mature. But like I said, I don't think in comparison to the first season it was at the same level of the first season, so I gave this a 3.8 out of 5, and you will definitely be seeing season 3 in May's wrap up. Number 4 is Totally Spies season 3. When I am kind of typing away, I like to play old shows in the background for just noise, and I've slowly gotten through season 3 of Totally Spies. I love this show a lot. It's cute, it's fun, and for me it's nostalgic. I personally really like the female friendships, the wacky gadgets, the fashion, and the relationship the girls have with Jerry. Something that's really cool is that the girls don't stay the same age every season. You do get to watch them grow, so you see them in high school, you see them graduate high school, and then their life afterwards. And yeah, I like really don't know how I would rate this, but maybe like a 3.6 out of 5. Number 5 is Brooklyn Nine-Nine season 7. This is one of the shows that I was watching weekly, and I'm sad to see it come to an end, especially with only 13 episodes. That's a really short season, and I wonder if it has to do with the pandemic. If you don't know, this show is about a group of police officers at the Brooklyn Nine-Nine precinct, and I just really love this team and cast. They are just so talented and funny. They banter well, they mesh well, and I think in season 7 we get a lot of moments of watching them just enjoy each other's company and become closer. In the beginning it was a little bit slow, but it definitely picks up. When you reach the finale for season 7, everything that like built up to that last episode, like it was just so beautiful. And yeah, I had a really great time watching it, and I hope that it comes back with a season 8. 4 out of 5. Number 6 is Bones season 1. This show originally came out in 2005, and it's one of my favorite shows that I can just constantly rewatch. And it's about FBI agent Seeley Booth and forensic anthropologist Temperance Brennan. They share crazy chemistry together, and then they solve crimes and murders together, and I love this show so much. And I think it's really fun this time around rewatching it from the beginning, especially since now I've seen the show and the final season and the final episode, and knowing which characters end up with who. It's kind of fun watching it from the beginning and seeing it like how it develops. I'm also getting a kick out of looking at early 2000s fashion. Anyways, just I love this show. 4 out of 5. Number 7 is Prodigal Son season 1. This is one of the other shows that I was watching on Hulu weekly. This show is about Malcolm Bright, who is a profiler, criminal psychologist who uses his unique experience and thought process as the son of a serial killer to solve crime. I saw the trailer for Prodigal Son in one of those like news show promo stuff, and it looked totally right up my alley. And all in all, Prodigal Son is mediocre. It has its fun and twisted moments, but I think it could have gone darker. Sometimes the plots and the murders were a little bit too predictable and somewhat cheesy. I think the show could have spent more time developing believable bonds between this main circle of cast. I think the main characters are very talented, and the initial premise of this show is very shocking. Sadly, as a whole, I don't think this show fully delivered. I gave it a 3.6 out of 5. However, if there is a season 2, I will definitely watch this show. And there hasn't been any news as to whether it will be renewed or not. And yeah, I hope it does get renewed. I see its potential, and I want to see it get better and become better. That's it for shows. Moving on, I'll be talking about the movies I watch. It's only 2. I was watching these, like, I guess throwback movies with my sister just for kicks and for fun, and we both really enjoyed this bonding experience that we shared. Number 8 is Motocross, which is a 2001 DCOM. It's about Andrew, who is a motocross rider, and he gets injured right before an important race which will help him gain corporate sponsorship. His twin sister Andrea decides to help by impersonating him. My sister and I enjoyed the heck out of this movie, and frankly I still remembered a lot of it. It was exciting, inspiring, and endearing. I really enjoyed it. We really enjoyed it. The story is simple and somewhat predictable, but overall it was just so entertaining, and I gave it a 4 out of 5. Number 9 is Switching Goals, which is a 1999 Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen film about two soccer playing twins that decide to switch places. My sister thought this was too cheesy / predictable and is similar to like most movies about twins swapping places, which is a fair assessment. Personally, I thought it was fun and I didn't think like there was anything wrong with it, but I can see where my sister was coming from. In the grand scheme of Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen films, I think this is just a little bit above mediocre, and I'm giving it a 3.6 out of 5. Lastly, last month I forgot to mention a show. This was a show I was watching weekly and I didn't realize that it had ended, so I didn't include it in my March wrap up. So here I will be discussing it in my April wrap up instead. Therefore, bonus, Everything's Gonna Be Okay season 1. After the death of his father, Nicholas becomes the legal guardian to his two half-sisters, one who is on the autism spectrum. Everything's Gonna Be Okay is an intelligent, entertaining, humorous, and diverse show. The first season only has 10 episodes, which isn't long, so give it a try if you are interested. I enjoyed most of the episodes and I enjoyed like the overarching plot, and I especially really liked Maddie. She's probably my favorite character. Yet I don't think that this show is a show for everyone and that it could be loved by the masses. However, the ratings for this are really high, so maybe I'm the one who's just not correct in this situation. I haven't seen any news of there being a second season, but I really do hope that it gets a second season. Fingers crossed, and that I hope that the second season will be longer. And because of the show, I actually went to go see the main character Josh Thomas live, and he was actually really good live, FYI. As for my rating for Everything's Gonna Be Okay season 1, I gave it a 3.6 out of 5. That's it for my April 2020 watching wrap up. Everyone stay safe, stay healthy, stay at home. Outro time. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in my next video whenever that is. Bye! And I think the conclusion in I need to start, yet I don't think